Hey, just first off, it's pretty exciting. The Sounders playing in Toronto tomorrow in a little championship matchup, so we just want to shout out and send a little support from the Seahawks. It'd be great to see them get a chance to get a win a championship. Would be awesome. Anyway, so fired up about that. We had a really good week, in case you want to know. Everything's going great. We had a chance to get outside like we wanted to. We had a chance to get our work done, and we're in pretty good shape to go on this trip, and pretty fired up that we got a great challenge. We know these guys are really difficult at any time when you play them there, and they've been playing well, so we're going to have to play a heck of a football game. But it's an exciting matchup. It feels like a championship matchup once again with these guys, and so we're looking forward to it.
How did Jerron Johnson and Marcel Reese fit in?
They both did fine. Both those guys could play.
What have you seen with the way Steven Terrell's kind of approached this opportunity?
He's doing great. He's very businesslike. Really, he's been a real pro about whatever the job is that we put ahead of him, and so he's taken this quite well and looks good. He had a very good week.
What happened to Demontre Moore?
He's got a foot that's been bothering him. It's really been bothering him for a couple weeks, and we need to rest him a little bit and see what it's going to be like. He practiced full go yesterday. I mean, he was flying yesterday, but his foot shows up in MRIs and stuff, so we've got to take care of him. He's a pretty amazing kid. You would never have known he was hurt, but we got to make sure that we're treating him right.
It seems like he's been able to give you a decent amount when he's been able to play as well.
Yeah, I've really liked him. I mean, he just jumped right out of off the film, with his effort, his toughness. I mean, like I'm saying, he's hurt and he's practicing yesterday, and he won't let on at all. So he's got a very good competitive mentality.
You talked before about one reason you like the balance is being able to call on what you need for any particular game is a potential bad weather game, an instance where that's important.
Absolutely. I'm really fired up that we have been running the ball in the last few weeks, and things have started to balance out, and Russell's there, and Thomas is there, and the guys up front, have a chance to continue to get better. This is exactly the kind of game. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. If you check the weather reports, it keeps flip-flopping, so we don't know we're just going to go out and play. But this is precisely why balance is important.
How much experience do you have, coaching in the snow? I mean, do you have a memorable?
Well, I spent a lot of years in the AFC East. I don't know. Might have been 7 or 8 years or something I was there, so we played in all the weather that you can imagine. Never as cold as Minnesota last time out, but very messy weather and windy and all that kind of stuff, so I feel very comfortable with it.
Do you have to have two different play call plans for the weather? If it does dump, you have to go?
Not really, no. You just have to be ready to adapt to how it's going.
What's Mike Morgan's status?
Mike got some work done today, so he should be ready to play. Count on him. He's just coming back from this first game after a long time, and he was pretty sore this week. But I think he's going to be fine. It's good. He's dressing for the game. He'll be ready.
Does Moore have a break, or is it just a...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's got a ligament sprain that definitely shows up. So that's what we're treating.
Is it just a rest thing?
I always say, don't treat the MRI. Treat the patient. So
you have always said that. Is that just a rest thing for him ultimately?
I don't know that. We'll find out. We think so.
You said Monday maybe CJ Prosise should get looked at again this week or anything.
They said we got to go 2 more weeks and figure it out again. From what they said, that there was nothing negative about what they found. And so in the next 2 weeks, if we get a good turn, then that can kind of be predicted, about when he will be able to get back. And I know you're going to call me on that 2 weeks from now, and I'm going to say, well, I don't know. So if you want to write it down ahead of time, you can.
It's been kind of a tough step for Luke Wilson these last few weeks with the knee injuries, but it looks like he's back.
He's fine. Yeah.
In terms of having him back, what?
Oh, we love having him back. He's versatile. He blocks well. He runs all of the routes for us. He's a great competitor. He helps in special teams. It's great to have him back. He's a real regular for us.
Richard Sherman was saying your message has stayed the same since the day he got here. How do you make sure it still gets through and isn't stale for guys who have been...
I know. I'm just on the verge of blowing it. I'm just on the verge of messing that up. I'm glad you reminded me. How do we stay with the message? By just being true to who we are and what we believe in, and always working at our awareness of the standards that they have to maintain to keep the kind of play like we want it, to keep trying to get better. All those things that just stay with the message. It ain't hard because you never get it. You got to keep working and keep driving at it to make it happen. And so there's no reason to change that. You keep competing day in and day out to get better, then things usually work out.
And Paul Richardson wasn't on the injury report, I guess, so he had a good week? Or?
Yeah, he made it through practice, full practice today, so he did well. He's ready to go.
How's Brock Coyle at this point?
His foot hasn't responded as well as we'd hoped, and the sprain is still a factor, and so he couldn't make it through today. So.
Anything else? Thank you.
Okay.